Madden World, what it be like? It's your boy Fo. Xbox 720 is the game of tag on the PS4, and yo, this is that double, triple Madden OGs, and we are back, dropping that quality content to help you get your Madden game better, so let's go. Today is going to be what we would call an intro video, simply because I'm only going to look at one play and one kind of concept in general, just to start with. But this formation has so much shit in it, I'm gonna have to cover it over several videos, so I don't want to cheat you either with this formation. So we're definitely gonna go into it, quite a bit, a little bit more than some of the other formations that I've gone over, so I don't want to cheat you with that. But what I want to look at today is one of the more slept on plays probably in the game, and that's double ends. And I'm going to show you how we can create like a money concept out of it. So let's go ahead and let's find a couple for it. Alright, so route combinations are going to be this. You're going to have Antonio Brown. You're gonna have on this comeback route, you're gonna have Le'Veon Bell on that nice speed kind of out route. Ladarius Green is on a unique route this year. Last year in Madden 16, that particular speed like in, we could motion him to the left and make it a speed out, but it'd be the same kind of out that you would find in tight offset TE in Madden 16 last year that they fucking took out of the game, or split offset. You remember that speed out people would like to do to the left receiver? That's the route that Ladarius Green is on. Know how they took that out and made it that weird ass out route now this year? Because people were abusing it. They left it on this play. So I still hadn't found other plays with this route. I think this is unique. So you have Whedon on the end route, and then you have Martavius Bryant, the circle receiver, on this weird glitchy ass like hook route or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, bro. But what we are gonna do is basically create a good zone beating concept that we can utilize to beat almost every zone in the game for the most part. What I like to do against the cover four is kind of set it up like this. Now, like I played a guy that played, like that's why I say know the trends of the game. I played a guy that played draft champs earlier today. I won that game, but he called 3-4 odd cover four the entire game. This would have been something that would have been good against him. So we'll go ahead and snap the ball. And as you can see right here, because he runs so far up the field and hooks in against like cover fours, he's kind of gonna get open. Now, that's not gonna work for every cover four, where he gets wide open like that, but for the most part, that's gonna happen. If he doesn't, that means Antonio Brown's gonna be open because the flat route's gonna follow Martavius Bryant, and that's what I kind of want to show with this play in particular. Is that, he is simply going to follow. This is cover three, and as you can see right here, now the purple actually followed Martavius Bryant to the inside, and because he went inside with him, Antonio Brown is the player that's wide open. Now, of course, it's a cover three, and they playing curl flat, so I could have threw it to Le'Veon Bell if y'all see Le'Veon wide open. And y'all know me. I'm going to take what I'm given, so I probably would have just dumped off to the running back, but I just want to show you where this guy is going to be open on the sideline. And he's literally going to be open on the sideline just about against almost anything. So let's call a cover two. So now that we're looking at cover two, let's set it up the same, if you will. Alright, and keep it moving. And it's just like I said, the read is simple. You're either looking for Le'Veon Bell, you're looking for and it's really easy to read. You probably want to read the running back first, but then you're looking to see if Martavius Bryant gets open, and if he doesn't, that means Antonio Brown's going to get open. One of those two are going to kind of come free. So now we'll go ahead and run it again. As you can see, this is the player that's wide open here. So that's the player we're going to go for. in a cover two. But honestly, to tell you the truth, in a cover two, another thing that you want to see is that the way that did you see it break late? But look up here. The way that the cloud flat will eventually play is like man-to-man coverage. So if I would have waited this out, I could have actually threw to Antonio Brown against the cover two, which that's something that's very, very unique. If you have a receiver with good route running, you can still throw this pass kind of like you can throw on bench to a cover two, which is great. If they play hard flats, of course you know that that Antonio Brown's going to be the player that's going to be wide open. So, all right, so because you know they're going to play hard to the running back. That's obvious. All right, so I don't have to do that. Now the next thing I want to cover real quick though is let's just say they try to play max defense to that side, right? Because you're doing that combination. I know that's exactly what the fuck I would do. I would just say, you know what? I'm going to put a hard flat, curl flat, deep blue to that side, and I'm not going to worry about it because there's a lot of other stuff I can do in this formation that's going to cause the user to have to like try to worry about the other things that's on the field anyway. So if I'm a user, I don't want to have to deal with that side, like running all the way over to the left side of the field and vacating the middle. I know I was playing a guy earlier today too. I played a lot of games today, where he kept vacating his area with the yellow he was playing on the linebacker, and I just kept sending players to that space and just kept needling in the side, hitting them with a dot, like right in the middle of the field, because he kept trying to play the high-low to the left, and he wasn't like adjusting well enough to make it work. So anyway, what I want to show you, let me go ahead and flip this. All right, can I flip it? Yep, pretty sure I can. All right, so as you can see now, plays flipped. So we got it flipped. All right, so I'm going to show you where, if you noticed here, we're still going to be able to throw this pass against max coverage. And I know I put out a video about throwing into max coverage, and I have known this about this particular formation because I used the Patriots playbook for quite some time now. I was just waiting until I decided to break this particular formation down to bring this up, because this is unique to the game. So now you have this same situation where you have your your high-low read. The only difference is that curl flat. If it's a curl flat, it is simply just gonna play Martavius Bryant every single time, and the deep blue is not gonna play. So he's only gonna play a deep blue. He's not gonna come down. So you're going to be able to throw into max coverage into this pocket every single time. It's so bad where you don't even really have to send out. You could actually block the running back and leave the tight end on the end route, or you could block the tight end if you needed time, if they were running like max coverage and blitzing you. You know, kind of like I showed you guys the blitz the other day. So that's the reason why I wanted to show this, is because you're going to have a option with every zone. And the beauty of this is let's just say I do need to block my running back, okay? Well, the difference is now is that I get this same combination with the speed out, okay? So that's what I really wanted to show about this particular formation, is that I could get this same thing with the speed out if I wanted to this side. So I really like that. Look how he reacts as a speed out. And I'll replay it real quick. But look how he breaks up, and he speeds over to that side. I actually probably should have waited. I just threw it like way early. He would have got sideline earlier. But anyway, this is like a, if you notice in that cover three, I would have been able to throw it to Martavius Bryant the way he reacted to the speed route. So they'll react different depending on which one you let out. You could let out the speed out, or you could let out the running back, either or, and then you could just block this guy if you need to. I mean, the thing is you can have time to do this if you need to do it. Otherwise, if you feel like they're just playing base defenses and trying to set you up with certain coverages, then just run it the way that I showed you how to run it. Now, if they call man to man, then what I'm gonna do, because I want it all to look the same, right? What I'm gonna do is I want to motion over this guy. But I want to put him on a slant, and then I want to put Green on an out route. Okay. Now this is probably going to set us up for the most success against man. Well, not really. I mean, there's a lot of other things I could do against man, but you know, the reason is you get really good spacing. I could throw that if I wanted to, which I just showed you. I could throw it. But let's go ahead and pause it real quick. You're going to get the running back. You see the speed out. You're going to get the slant route, which was obvious. And then you get the comeback route here, which I threw it early. I could have waited, and he would have still won. And you're going to get the out route by the tight end on the right side. And then you get this in route by Wheaton. So that means every single play on the field is going to beat man coverage, okay? The only one that can kind of get locked up was the one that I threw, which is why I threw it instead of throwing all this other shit, because all this other shit, you can have garbage players, and it just gets open against man. You really need pretty good route running for a comeback route. So that's the reason why I was showing you that we can throw this. Everything else is going to get open against man. But the great part about this is this looks like our other setup as well. So if they're playing you with a cover one or something like that, a two-man under, you're going to be able to beat that. Now, another thing that you can do with man coverage is, let's say they call man coverage. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you want to do. You don't have to motion players. So if you don't want to motion the player, I like the motion. Well, you don't have to motion the wide receiver. I guess that's what I meant. You could motion the tight end. And I don't know, you could send this guy the opposite way if you wanted to. Or you could block him. Whatever you want to do. If you feel like you need to block him because it's some kind of man blitz, and they're sending like 6 or something like that, you could actually do this too, and then this speed out is actually an option, which he kind of got in the way of like Antonio Brown right there. And then also another thing that's not going to happen, but it's unique with the Cowboys, the guy that's holding him is number 30. That's, I think, Anthony Brown, 95 speed. So and he's a corner, so he's definitely playing him a little bit tighter. If fucking Morris Claiborne, which is from the same city I'm from, Shreveport, Louisiana, shout out to the 318. If he were getting beat so fucking bad, he would, like, I probably would have got more separation, but they kind of got in the way. You see, he kind of slowed me down. I bumped into him because he getting his ass whooped by Antonio Brown right now. But anyway, you can throw that. Trust me, I've thrown it before in game. And I also don't really ever have to worry about a 95 speed man corner on me. Usually it's a linebacker or a slower corner, and I'm dusting that guy with that speed out. So you can also run that. So remember, you can turn that into a speed out, or if you want to leave it, you could leave it as a speed in, which is something you could do. You know what I mean? So if you want speed out, speed in. So, you know, it's there for you as well. There's a lot of things I could do with that play, man. I just really wanted to show you that money zone beating concept to the left, because it beats everything. You can be two-man under, cover 4, cover 3, and max protection cover zone coverage with the same exact setup. So I think that's great. This is a good intro to it. I'm gonna drop a ton of footage on this particular formation, so rock with your boy. Like, comment, sub if you're new. Respect the OGs. Peace.